Thank you. We've definitely gotten your views in terms of Gen Z lacking leadership, and that's definitely one of the issues that was an oversight perhaps from our youthful generation. So gentlemen, a minute or so each or less, because we definitely have to conclude. Your final thoughts. With all things said and done, our callers seem to be pointing to the youth issues being hijacked, Parliament being an appendage of the executive, and one caller sort of hinted that, you know, ODM is a turncoat since they have been betrayed in one way or the other. Equally, another caller pointing towards Gen Z lacking leadership. So in less than a minute.
Rogers, thank you very much. I think it is evident that we have lost opposition. And therefore, one thing that I would like us to focus on is to see how our parliamentarians will go into salvage Kenyans' demand so that they're able to positively engage our young generation and win their, you know, I always say redeeming themselves from where the perception of our young people or Kenyans had earlier on for them, and where we want them to be. So we will see how they're going to carry out this vetting of cabinet secretaries. And I don't prescribe to the theory of saying that individual is branded. Let people prove themselves in front of the panelists, and once we are convinced that there are no issues in individuals' track record, then it should be confidently appointed and given the task to serve Kenyans.
Noted.
Thank you.
Kennedy, briefly.
Yeah, thank you. I think, number one, we have to agree that there is no Azimio coalition without Raila Odinga. And it is very clear from all indications that no one will lead that formation unless Raila himself does. So whoever is hanging on Raila's coat, so that we are Azimio and whatever, they should just style up and focus on other things. Like Martha Karua, let them be busy doing other things they can do better instead of bickering and addressing press for nothing, especially when the owner of a machine has taken his machine and gone back with it to where he wants. At the same time, Azimio also, the Gen Zs had a good idea. And if this idea will be put into paper, the only problem is that even Gen Zs suspect themselves to the extent that they don't trust any other whom they can even bring forward to fight on their behalf. And that's why I'm saying in Kenya, everybody has a price. And that's why the Gen Zs don't want to bring anyone, because they all know that they will be bought. And that's why they don't want to talk. If they can't be bought, let them bring one person in front so that the president can talk to him alongside Raila Odinga and other leaders. Because this nation must be run. We have a country to run and we have economy to move on with. We cannot sit as it is burnt down into ashes by people who don't want to bring forth any proposals to help the country going forward.
Definitely hinting at a national convention going forward. It would be interesting to see who represents Gen Z. Okango, briefly.
This is our country, Jesse.
Yes.
When these countries go down, we all go down. It requires leadership to steer this country to the level that will be admired by everyone. We want to ask the people of Kenya, contribute in whatever level you are. Whether you are a Gen Z, politician, technocrat, academia, please contribute your views and thoughts in building this country. The political class have a duty to do. The executive have a duty to do. The common man have a duty to do. For us in Azimio, we have chosen to do the right thing. And the right thing is, we want peace in this country. The other political parties also, I'm sure they want the same. We are asking the president, please unite this country. We are asking the president, please address the issue of concern to every Kenyan, not only Gen Z. And that way, we shall have a prosperous nation.
Okay, Wakili, your final
Jesse, I urge the president to stand with the people of Kenya, irrespective of the pressure to award certain quotas of political elites. I also urge the Parliament of Kenya to stand with the people of Kenya when they are going to do this vetting. I urge them to reject some names if they find, and I know there are some people who are not competent or qualified to sit in the cabinet. I urge them also to return these names and urge the president to appoint more youthful people. And the president should get names from Gen Z who they feel can go there, one or two, and represent the people of Kenya. I urge the leadership to stand with the people of Kenya.
Thank you so much. Ishmael Nyaribo, advocate, Fred Okango, Secretary Political Affairs Azimio, Kennedy Ondiek, UDA Coordinator Nyanza Region, and Dr. Isaac Hassan, Governance and Leadership Expert. Asanteni sana for your input. It was heated, but it's all friendly fire. That's how we wrap up today's edition of Insight.